actually, I decided that we'll skip all of the regular morning routine aesthetic shots that we normally do, and we'll jump into the things that I haven't talked about in every day in the lifestyle video before, because I actually have some new folks that are a part of the family that I want you to meet. But also, yes, we got new blinds finally. If you remember what our old ones looked like, it was questionable. This one is very fancy. You can set it up on a timer and they're solar powered, so very cool. Okay, to the bathroom. You've likely heard me talk quite a bit recently about switching my toothpaste, and I found one that I'm finally incredibly happy with. Many of you will know that I talk about David's toothpaste on this channel for a very long time, but it doesn't have fluoride, and I looked for a very long time to find a zero waste toothpaste that had fluoride. So recently then I found out that Hey Humans had a toothy tab that had fluoride in it. Even though I hate toothy tabs, cannot stand the texture of them, it really, really freaks me out. I tried them because, you know, for the sake of having the scientifically proven fluoride that will help your teeth. Then I found out about this brand, which I'm very excited about. It's called Hey Humans. This video is not sponsored by them. I just figured I'd tell y'all. It's basically packaged the same way that David's is, completely aluminum, so that it's easy to recycle in your curbside, but it has fluoride, and it tastes better than David's. So, time to brush my teeth. Also, I asked Madison if she wanted to come brush her teeth with me for the video, and she was like, I don't brush my teeth until after I eat, so do you brush your teeth before or after you eat? I think we see which one I am. So every night when I go to bed, I always take a glass of water with me. But I really never finish it. I always have some left. So on my way downstairs in the morning with these lovely ladies right here, I always give them my leftovers. So this morning I'm fighting the urge not to say that I look less than pleasant because of my hair. And I've been getting so many requests about what I've been doing differently with my hair, but it looks like this because I went to sleep with it wet, and that's actually how I figured out that I should start straightening it at least a little bit. I don't straighten it every day because if I wash my hair significantly before I go to bed and give it time to dry before bed, it won't look like this. But because it does look like this when I don't do that, that's why I started straightening it, and that's why a lot of you have been asking me what I've been doing differently with my hair. Just been using my sister's straightener and like running through it really quickly. But I have some responsibilities to take care of before I can get ready, and some people to introduce you to, so let's do that. Good morning, ladies. Yeah. Want some kale? There you go. What are you doing? Okay, Valentina, take it, girl. Yeah, I can always count on her to eat some. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, these are our new friends. Valentina is the big one at the top, and Douglas is the smaller one at the bottom. We adopted them from a local animal sanctuary here, and I just think they're so cute. I'm so excited that we have them here. They've been wonderful to the garden, and they seem very happy. And normally I would let them out and hang out here with them for a little bit, but since I'm working today, they kind of have to stay in their coop for a little bit longer, but by lunchtime, we'll let them out. They have plenty of space in there. Supposedly that coop is big enough for 10 chickens, which seems a little ridiculous, but 2 of them should be able to be in there today while I work, so I don't have to worry about them. Oh, also I did not name these chickens. Madison named them after her favorite hot sauce and her dog, another female weenie dog from when she was a kid, and her mom was like, just let her name it Douglas, so she really likes that. So Douglas is named Douglas as like a memorial name. So that is definitely part of my morning routine, as is picking anything that needs to be picked. I think we have a couple strawberries that need to be taken down, and then, oh, maybe I can let the girls out while I'm watering the garden just to be extra nice to them. Let's do that. Madison's very excited to see if they have eggs. I don't think they laid one yet, but she's excited to go see. Not yet.
Oh, wait.
What?
New spot.
Really? Oh! Oh, I don't like that she put in a new spot. I'm worried. Are you not?
No, it's fine.
Okay, well, there's our egg, guys.
It's cute. It's got like a little light brown color.
The girls have some eggs in there right now for them to eat. That one I crushed for them. These we dyed, and I put those in there for them, and this is all the food that we use to dye eggs. So they have eggs for them to eat as well. We don't steal all of their eggs. Madison already ditched me. All right, Time for me to get ready. I'm gonna do my makeup. If you haven't seen my makeup routine, it is here on YouTube if you want to check it out. Also, I made a smoothie this morning because I'm running a little late. Every time I need to do my morning routine but also vlog it, I get myself way behind. So smoothie faster than an acai bowl this morning. But it'll do. Okay, gonna get this together real quick. Sure, not everybody feels this way, but for me, because my eyebrows are so light, like they're just so blonde, you can hardly see them, but I always feel like I like the way my face is pulled together. I don't know what you call it, when I just like make my eyebrows visible. I don't pluck my eyebrows, I don't wax my eyebrows, I don't do anything except put like a little bit of color back into them, because without this, I just don't like it as much. And if you don't feel that way, good for you. Then like just skip makeup altogether. I know that's also like a sustainable option, but for me, I gotta put something in these eyebrows or else they're basically not there. All right, now we'll put away my broken mirror that I found in the dumpster. God only knows how long ago. And we'll take the polka dot box that you're sitting on because I need to get dressed. And of course, speaking of the polka dot box, Thredup is a sponsor of today's video. So if you guys somehow have been watching this channel for any amount of time and don't know that the large majority of my wardrobe at this point in my life comes from Thredup, then where you been? Thredup is the world's largest online thrift store, which I don't think I need to explain to you why purchasing secondhand clothes is better for the environment, obviously more sustainable, simply because fashion is a huge polluting industry, not to mention all the human rights violations that happen within it, so choosing secondhand is a much better option. I particularly really love Thredup right now because even though Texas is essentially just completely open, I don't feel comfortable going to thrift stores. And after all of this is said and done, you know, the panini and whatnot, I've gotten so used to being able to use Thredup's filters for my sizes and my colors and the brands that I like. It's like, will I ever go back to regular thrift shopping?
I guess we'll never know.
Anyway, today's Thredup haul I am particularly very excited about because two things in here are things I've had on my wish list for years, literally years. Today we found the one of two different items, I think. So I'll try them on, give you a little show, but if you guys want to get 30% off of your order at Thredup, you can use code Shelbi30 and there'll be a link at the very top of the description to check them out. Now, let's decide what I want to wear. I have a feeling it's going to be this. This is what I'm very excited about, but let's try them on. First up, like I said, I've been looking for something exactly like this for so long. A linen dress with buttons down the center with pockets. This one is by Madewell. Its estimated original price was $98. I got it from Thredup for only $24.99. I also got this dress from Thredup, which I posted on my Instagram when I announced that we got the girls, and so many of you commented on the fact that you really like this dress. It is originally from Wild Fable and estimated to be about $30, but I got it from Thredup for only $13.99. I was obviously very inspired by spring and summer in this haul, but also kind of had like picnic dates in the back of my mind. So I picked up this bodysuit. It's by Bar3, but its estimated retail price was $40, and I got it on Thredup for only $13.99. And I paired it with this skirt, which is very similar to the dress. If you notice, estimated retail price was $45, and Thredup gave it to me for only $13.99. And then the star of all of this are these shorts. I understand that it may seem ridiculous to be this excited about shorts because they're just shorts, but as a plus size person, finding a pair of shorts that fits, that is comfortable, that doesn't like squeeze in the wrong places, isn't baggy in the wrong places, just all the things. I mean, I'm sure other people experience this too, but for me, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. The estimated retail on these was $45, and I got them from Thredup for only $22.99, which for the perfect pair of shorts is a steal. To me, like, this is the ideal summer outfit. Just change your hat, you become a different person, different outfit, same shorts, same shirt, you know what I mean? So this one is actually by a brand I love, Eileen Fisher. Its estimated retail price was $68, but I got it on Thredup for only $16.99. Again, a steal, because it's organic cotton. You may have been able to guess, but I'm going with the dress. This is a piece that I have been searching for so long, and it's just absolutely perfect. Plus, I'm on my period, and as much as I love the shorts, a dress is more comfortable for this time of the month. So again, huge thanks to Thredup for sponsoring this video. If you guys want 30% off of your first order, use code Shelbi30 and the link in the description. Now, I have a to-do list of things that I need to do today that have to do with sustainability. I'll leave them on the screen for you right here. And this channel is not going to turn into a chicken channel or even into a vlogging channel or anything like that. Madison and I have a separate channel for that if you want to see it. But mostly we vlog on that channel on the weekends, and my vlogs on this channel is kind of meant to show you the things I do throughout the week to maintain a sustainable home. And the chickens are now a really big part of that. So we are going to do some things with them today. But first, gotta put up the laundry because like I said, it's that time of the month. So the air guy, the guy who checks on your AC, is here, and since he's here, we want to make a good impression and also make sure our system is running efficiently before the peak heat of the summer. I'm going to clean our reusable air filter. I've been learning a lot about chickens. I'm like the chicken lady at this point. Basically, there's something called the pecking order, and that's like a real thing for chickens. Basically, someone has to establish their dominance, and then all the way down the flock, there's like more and less dominance, but there's only 2 of them. So one of them has decided she wants to be the dominant one, though she is smaller and younger, which has resulted in her pecking the other one. So Douglas is pecking Valentina. And I have read, and many people have told me on my local chicken Facebook group, that making them toys and giving them something else to do is going to help with that, because basically a lot of pecking comes from being bored. Some of this produce I bought for juicing, like this is for juicing, I'm just going to use some of the celery. And then some of this I think is going bad, like this Swiss chard. I just need to put it on there because it's gone quite limp. These carrots aren't bad yet, but if the girls will eat them, which I'm not sure if they eat carrots or not, but we're gonna find out. I'm basically gonna make a garland. So I'm gonna take this twine that I have, use a chopstick to stab a hole through everything, put it on here, and then hang it up in their coop and hope that they like it. So we'll just see if they react at all. But that's what I'm gonna do right now. Spend some time making my girls some treats. There are chickens out there, did she tell you?
Oh, I have chickens.
Okay.
Yeah, look at you. Got it all. How many chickens do you have?
All of the things that I bought for an emergency preparedness kit. The very first thing I decided to buy was a solar generator. The hardest part of the Texas winter storm and being without power for me was not so much the being cold. I was very paranoid about pipes breaking and stuff like that. That kind of sucked. But for me, it was like we just went from like one day to the next of living like a regular schedule and being able to work. And then for the next 4 days, being unable to work because we didn't have signal because the cell towers were down. Madison was scared that she was going to have to take vacation days. Luckily, after the fact, they said that she doesn't have to do that. I have deadlines to meet for posting for you guys. I have deadlines to meet for work that I do, and so just like the power being out and not being able to get absolutely anything done for 4 days was terrifying. So naturally my first thought was generator to run the modem. I had this little tiny solar panel that I bought for backpacking. Must have been like in 2016 I bought this. It's held up ever since. It's great quality, but because this is what I was using, it just made sense that I know that they make good quality stuff, so I went with them for the solar generator. This is the Yeti 400. From what I could tell with doing my research, this should be able to meet our needs should we have another power outage emergency. So I'll keep this and use this to charge smaller batteries, but the big battery and the big solar panel, that is our plan for any future power outages. These little solar panels will charge these battery banks quite easily. And like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I was using my Nimble external battery bank being charged by this solar panel during the outage. That's how I kept my phone and my lighter charged during the outage. So I'm adding a couple of these to my pack as well. Since we didn't have any lanterns, we actually plugged a plant light into my external battery and hung it up in the kitchen. It had a USB, so we could plug it in and have a little light so that we could cook when it was dinner time. These are by the brand called Nimble. I have a $10 off discount code if you want to check them out. They use recycled materials in their stuff, and they are a B Corporation, part of 1% for the planet. All the things we love to see. So I always recommend Nimble for external batteries. Those are going in the pack. As far as water goes, I got a couple life straws. We were on a boil water notice, and also some people lost water completely because of their access to the grid or because their pipes were frozen. So in situations like this, having something that can filter your water is really a good idea. So this is if we end up in a case like that. I bought water from this brand. It's made in the US. It's completely aluminum. It's called Rain. So this is made of recycled aluminum, and obviously aluminum is one of the most recyclable materials. Also not going to leach anything because it's not plastic, which I felt good about. They're part of 1% for the planet, and they were donating hella water to Texans during this whole fiasco, so that's kind of how I found out about them. Because who knows when we'll lose power again next. If it's from a snowstorm or from a hurricane, who knows? Some other things I got were things like rechargeable headlamps, because like I said, I didn't even have a flashlight, no lamps. So rechargeable headlamp, solar powered lanterns you can leave outside in the sun during the day, bring them in at night to light your home. Obviously this was a big concern for me. I got some unscented, I believe these are 35-hour candles. So these candles will last you 35 hours. Very, very simple, but gonna come in handy if I ever, you know, need to light the house again in terms of a power outage. This probably makes the most sense in the case that we ever lose power again to have these necessities. So that's my emergency kit. It's getting a little late in the afternoon, so Madison will be off work any minute now, and we are going to make something very exciting. I've been wanting to make this forever, but we're gonna make a pizza, and we're going to make our own seitan pepperoni. I'm super stoked. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, organize it, and I'll catch you when we go to make pizza. So after attempting to roll the sausage logs, we're not gonna get them to look like pepperoni. By the time that stuff is done, they're just gonna look like pepperoni, like bits. We're just probably gonna crumble it and sprinkle it on the pizza, but it'll probably still taste just as good. It's fine. So they're just kind of steaming in here. I'll show you really quickly so we don't let all the steam out. Boom. So they don't look perfect, but hopefully they'll taste good. What do you think?
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
Pizza is out. Chef Madison is doing the honors, and then we'll get a taste test. Also, if you guys haven't heard me rave about these are the bomb. These are Olippops, and they're basically like a healthy soda. These are really good. Highly recommend. Honestly, it looks good too. Like, it looks like there's a pizza place in Austin called Lil Nona's, and she does like a spicy seitan crumble too, and it's good.
Ooh, that's pretty tasty. I think I did pretty good. I'm gonna have to open up a little pizza shop.
It is really good. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. It was basically just a day in my life with a few sustainable tasks to run a sustainable home. A huge thank you again to Thredup for partnering with me on this video. If you guys haven't tried Thredup before, where you at? They're like literally where most of my clothes come from. Ask Madison.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The polka dot boxes show up here all the time.
I'm like, that's another one. Y'all are actually sitting on top of a Thredup box.
Always. So if you want to get 30% off, you can use the code Shelbi30 and the link at the top of my description. And remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do.
Bye, guys.